One of the most satisfying, and let's be honest, selfie-worthy, benefits of weight loss is the way it reveals what's been quietly living underneath all along: your muscles. You don't have to be a gym rat or an aspiring bodybuilder to appreciate this shift. As body fat decreases, especially in areas like the arms, legs, shoulders, and torso, the contours of the muscles that were always there begin to emerge. Suddenly, there's definition where there used to be softness, lines where there used to be curves, and a kind of quiet strength that turns everyday movements, reaching, bending, walking upstairs, into something that feels better and looks stronger. It's not that weight loss magically creates muscle, it simply removes the extra layer of padding that was keeping your natural structure under wraps. Everyone has muscles, but when they're hidden beneath excess fat, they're easy to forget about. Once that fat starts to melt away, especially with the help of resistance training or just increased activity, the muscle groups begin to pop. The shoulders get a little rounder. The biceps gain subtle shape. The calves start to define themselves with every step. Even the core, yes, that mysterious six-pack zone, starts showing faint lines or at least a firmer, flatter plane that hints at tone and symmetry. There's also a visual feedback loop at work here. The more muscle definition becomes visible, the more athletic someone appears, even if they haven't added much new muscle mass at all. This is partly because muscle adds structure and geometry to the body. Unlike fat, which creates roundness and softness, muscle defines curves with a sense of precision and tension. The body begins to look sculpted rather than smoothed over. You might not be training like a professional athlete, but you start to look like someone who moves, lifts, stretches, and engages with their body regularly, which, fun fact, is incredibly attractive to the human eye. We're wired to notice function as form. And let's not forget the sense of empowerment that comes with watching your body sharpen before your eyes. Seeing that triceps line or those quad cuts or the taper in your waist feels like uncovering a piece of yourself you weren't sure existed. Not because muscles are the end-all measure of fitness, but because they tell a story about effort, consistency, and capability. The muscle tone is more than an aesthetic reward. It's a badge of progress, a visual signal that your body is not only changing shape, but also gaining structure and support. Plus, muscle definition often changes the way clothes fit, and we're not just talking about tighter sleeves. Structured shoulders make jackets hang better. Firmer legs fill out jeans in a way that looks powerful rather than bulky. Even posture improves with increased muscle support, which adds to that sleek, upright, I've got my life together appearance. You walk a little taller, not just because your back and core can handle it, but because you feel more connected to the power of your own form. There's also a metabolic bonus to all of this. Defined muscles aren't just there for looks. They're active, calorie-burning, function-enhancing tissue. As you lose fat and reveal more muscle, your resting metabolism tends to tick upward slightly. You burn more calories at rest. Your body becomes more efficient. And because you're physically stronger, you're more likely to stay active and maintain your progress. It's a self-reinforcing cycle, one where form supports function, and function reinforces form. In short, more defined muscles aren't just a cherry on top of weight loss. They're a sign that your body is evolving toward a leaner, more capable, more energized version of itself. That subtle shadow along your deltoid or the gentle ridge above your knee isn't just muscle. It's the result of intention, discipline, and time. And whether you flex it in the mirror or just feel it while carrying groceries, that definition is something you earned.